Hey everybody, it's JJ Cross from Four Sides of Cross Productions, and today I'm going to talk about a movie I saw on Netflix called Cam. It was released in 2018. It's written by, I apologize, I'm so bad at saying names. I do apologize if I butcher your name. Uh, the writers are Mazel, Daniel Goldhaber, Isabel Link Livy, and it stars Madeline Brewer. It was directed by Daniel Goldhaber as well. The description is Alice, an ambitious cam girl, wakes up one day to discover she's been placed on her show by an exact replica of herself. Sounded interesting, so I checked it out, uh, and this is my review. So let me know what you think about it. Did you like this movie? Have you seen it? Anyway, it started off pretty interesting. She's a cam girl, which I'm assuming that's kind of like uh, what is it? OnlyFans. I'm not sure how OnlyFans works. I've never been on it, but she gets on the camera, and people send money for her to do certain things, sexual and otherwise. Uh, and it starts her off pretty interesting, where someone says to, I guess it was kill herself, and she takes out a knife and she slits her throat, and there's all this blood. And like for an opening scene, I was like, oh, all right, I like this. I want to see where it goes. Unfortunately, it kind of goes downhill from there. So we find she's a cam girl. She does these little stunts, and she's really wanting to get to the top 10. I think she's in the starts off in the late 50s, and she's trying to get more followers so she can go higher and higher and to get into the top 10. So she decides that she's gonna, well, first we get a little into her character Alice or Lola online. And, we meet her mother and see she has a brother. And then she noticed when she's shopping that one of her clients, I guess, um, or followers, she sees him at the store, and that kind of creeps her out. And I can understand why. That would definitely creep anybody out because there's a lot of sickos out there. A lot of people say, oh, they see you online, then they fall in love with you, and they think you're in love with them. Yeah, they're sick people out there. I think Melanie Mack went through something like that recently, and my heart goes out to her. Rules people, if it's on the screen, don't do things like that. Don't stalk. Don't try to meet up with them, like privately, and don't think they're gonna fall in love with you. That's just kind of stupid. Anyway, she goes on and she goes to a friend's house where she does, which they don't really show it, but you implies it very heavily, I guess, where she's sitting on something sexually wise, and another girl has remote control and makes it go faster, and she's orgasming and all that. And then I believe the next day she reaches 50, um, and she's so excited she's going 50, but then her numbers start dropping, and she realizes there's another cam girl that's also live saying that she was going to do all these dirty things if you take away from Lola. So her number goes down, but Lola cuts the stream before it can go down a full 10 people like the other cam girl wanted. And then it gets a little more interesting, but not so much. It tries where she goes to go on her channel and she sees that she's live already, and somebody that looks exactly like her is has taken over her channel. So she calls technical support and they're no help, and this person is an exact duplicate of her, and it she keeps trying to get it in there. Even tries calling the police, and the police were one of the officers were kind of slimy, saying, asking if she ever sleeps with any of the people she meets on these things. And then the person that she saw at the store, this guy named Tink, after watching the show that wasn't actually her, meets up and bumps into her where her mother works, bringing flowers, and very creepy. So she tells him off, and he leaves. And it goes continuing where she's trying to figure out, you know, who took over her channel, who's this person looks just like her. And again, technical support doesn't help. The person that is imitating her changed the passcode and all that happy horse stuff. And uh, then she goes and Tink. I'm not sure if I mentioned it. Tink is the guy that she saw. He happens to work in IT, so she finds him. Well, after she does some investigation where she's supposedly online with another girl doing sexy stuff, and during her research, well, she meets up with another guy who seems to be a slime bucket, who gives her some little bit of information about who this other girl that she that she's supposedly meeting up with online. Finds out that she died, and she's looking up all these things, and she realizes there's a lot of copies going on people who that's just not them. So she goes to Ting for help, and yeah, he's very sleazy. I mean, yeah, he tells her that she's not safe and she should stay at his motel room, which I don't know why she does, but she does. And later to catch him who's in the bathroom doing a live stream with her, the person that's imitating her. And of course, he's whacking it off. And dude, close the door if you're going to do things like that. Lock the door. Don't leave it ajar so someone can just sneak up and see what you're doing. She hits him with a stun gun, and he says, "Yeah, he knew. He doesn't know how, but he knew he knew she was going to be targeted to be copied." Um, how I don't know. He doesn't even know, but he's just like he knows, and he's going to save her. And then she runs out, and he begs her to stay. Very creepy. So she decides to go online because she's been online as a teapot as her screen name, and she she figures out a way to confront the imitation. Or when in the hotel, when she got to look at the person in the camera because it was a private message thing, the imitation didn't know who she was, didn't recognize her. So yeah, I'm not sure if it was a computer thing because sometimes it glitched out the imitation of her. I'm not sure that they don't really explain it. And she gets online with this imitation Lola and challenges her to some games and slams her face into the table for some reason, busting her nose. And the other one does it too, but you see it glitches and to form the wounds that are not there when she first leaves the head. So she smashes her head a couple of times, winning a bet where the imitation is supposed to give her password, which she does. Why? Don't know. As the critical drinker would say, don't know. So she gets the password, she deletes the account and shuts it down. Later, you see she messed up her nose bad. She has now like a bump there that's caused from her breaking her nose on her table. And she's with her mother. Her mother's doing her makeup, and we find out she started a new account, starting fresh. So she learned absolutely nothing from this experience. Nothing. Who created the fake girl? Is it a computer image? Is it going to happen again? Does this happen all the time? Who's behind all this? I have no idea because the story doesn't tell you. And she just starts all over with the blonde wig and a new account, doing the same thing she was doing in the beginning. So this movie, it I would say was entertaining enough for me to finish it, but it definitely wasn't really that good. Um, I it it kept your interest as it played along. You wasn't sitting there like bored out of your tears where you just want to turn the damn thing off. But when it's finished, you definitely feel unsatisfied because the character learned nothing. The character's right at the beginning, as if none of this ever happened. Nothing changed. Nothing's different except her hair color. So that's my quick review of Cam, which is on Netflix right now. I think it's in the top 10 for some reason. I guess people do enjoy it. But what say you? Did you like it? Have you seen it? Are you interested in seeing it? If you liked it, tell me what you liked about it. What am I getting wrong here? Did I totally miss it? And please join my Patreon page and help support my work. There's different levels where you can get different things, and I would really appreciate it. Or if you want, check out my merch store, merch store. I have tons of horror T-shirts from things I've made in my iClone program. I do a lot of horror animations. Um, Give it a look and see my YouTube channel. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much for your time. I hope you enjoyed my little review, and I look forward to hearing you in the comments section. I swear I'm not drinking. I'm not. This is water. I swear. Anyway, guys, won't you have a great day? Thank you.